Neon, did you subscribe yet? I'm noticing that some of my people that I've been with, heaviest in the community weren't really feeling Raw this week. That's crazy to me. I don't know how too many people feel about NXT, but I definitely enjoyed Halloween Havoc Part 1. Well, Night 1. So, but optimistic about what we're going to get from there moving forward. But before then, let's get in the Raw, man, before this thing overheat. Um, October 23rd. Nice show. The crowd, in my opinion, where were they at? I believe in Dallas. I thought the crowd was hot. I thought of some of the things that were happening were just really for it's smooth builds moving into what's about to happen next. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to say what's boring or what wasn't. I'm just because I'm looking more at the character development. I do see the storylines and how they're beginning to form, but this is at like the super basis level because we have to develop the new characters. If you don't want the same stale characters and the same stale matches, we have to have new characters developed. So if we're seeing these guys, let's not complain when we're seeing people get the opportunities that we've been clamoring for everybody else to be getting for this long. So like it's just really not a really good way to start things. It takes away from the community, but whatever. Cody Rhodes challenged Damian Priest to a match at Crown Jewel, and the brawl broke out. JD helped Damian, and then hurt Cody's ankle. Cody came out later that night, saved the day again. It's something for Cody. That's fine. Makes JD look good. That's fine. Um, Cody and Dame at Crown Jewel is like it's something for Cody to do, and then it's like it's Damien's already solidified as Money in the Bank, so it's like all right, this is good stuff. These are solid matches, and I'm interested to see how they end up telling that story because there was a lot of moments where the match psychology was happening. This is where I'm like, are we looking at the same thing? Like isn't this the stuff that was asked for as far as some of these matches were going, and then we have development happening, so now we're gonna have more reason to go into matches. But I kind of only watch this stuff, so these guys have a different type of palette, respectfully. What do we have? New Day defeated Alpha Academy. Okay, that's fine. Tag division still heating up. It's slow, but it's happening. Women's title match. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, Becky beat Indy. That's not right because that didn't really make any bold.com. Then Rhea Ripley incited a brawl. Okay, fine. The women's division is turning up. If you think they not, I understand, but it's definitely. I see where the development is happening because I've seen how it took place before, so I'm definitely optimistic about how things are gonna play out with everyone. Let me see if we could get some names in. There are no standouts only because we're still in a fresh part. So Fatal Five Way at Crown Jewel, man, I'm excited to see what happens. We still got a lot of the line that's taking place. We had Xia Li backstage randomly kicking ass. I think she beat up Candice LeRae for a moment. You know what I mean? So just give it some time. Gargano beat Vinci. I understand. Um, we got to get Vinci on board and on point because right now he's not making that happen. Yo, pre-order the man now. Make that happen. Or what's that? What do they call that? The not your average girl or something like that. Yeah, go cop that or pre-order however it works. Kaiser interfered, so that's how. Oh wait, but that did. They turned. Or I guess pardon me, it blew up in their face apparently. So that's how that went. Logan Paul vowed to take the United States Championship at Crown Jewel, and then got into a whole segment with Sam Irvin, and then we had Ricochet come out for the save. Fine. Campaign to get Ricochet where he needs to be officially. None of this stop and go nonsense the way it's been throughout the years now. So works for me. Dom got into a brawl with him. Dom is already solidified, same way Rico is, but we gonna see how things continue to develop with them. Natty and Nikki Cross. All right, this women's tag division business is getting crazy. We'll get where we need to go with it. Chelsea and Piper are getting some kind of momentum, but the hodgepodge run randomly thrown together teams are literally the first stages. I'm sensing, just based on what was going on with Nick Aldis on Raw, with the good faith gesture and trying to, smooth things over, which luckily they did with him and Adam Pearce. But I mean, talking with Casey and Caden, I mean, what we talking about? We gonna have to have a fair trade. Don't be trying to talk under, trying to swindle them over to SmackDown, even though they would make a good addition over there. I really feel like they can save the women's tag division, but right now these girlies are doing it, and I'm not against it. I see how they doing it, but we just gonna need some more time with these titles on screen. So there goes that. Drew McIntyre beat Sami Zayn, and this is where I noticed, and this is why I was like, you know what, the show isn't that bad, and I can totally sense where each superstar is just going to be highlighted. Like, you didn't think that Sami Zayn would win the match, but then at the same time, there was always a real chance that he could have. Drew was looking like the favorite going into it, but I was kind of pulling for Sami Zayn midway through the match, just looking at how they told the story. It's not so much of their story, it's more of what we're going to be getting out of each superstar moving forwardly. And I'm very, very, very hype about that. I'm anticipating it, and I'm feeling good about it. So we go from there. Bronson Reed, Akira Tozawa. Tozawa was looking for somebody, but now he getting beat up by Bronson Reed. Well, let's get back to business. Damian Priest beat main event Jay Uso. Whole bunch of crazy shit. All right, obviously. I wasn't mad at Raw at all. Bloodline stuff, Survivor Series coming up. Things are looking real nice so far as like everybody that's coming along and legitimately developing. And man, I need to keep NXT and Raw connected. Like the flagship needs to be right there with the third brand because the third brand is the legitimate future of this. Last night, Halloween Havoc. You know what I mean? My opinion, October 24th. Look, last night proved it. We in the 3.0 era. It feels real good. So night one, Shotzi and Scarlett was hosting. Good stuff, man. It was just a lot of it's supposed to be fun down there. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a good time. Everybody's supposed to enjoy themselves with the thematics, and you're developing a character and you're getting your experiences being in the ring and learning what and what not to do, what spots to be in at what moments to make it look and feel real, all the rest of that. So it's like I'm seeing how everyone is developing it, and everyone is at a different point. You know what I mean? Even if they're making it to TV, like they're now some are more sharper than others, and I get it, and I see it, and it's like, all right. So I'm really pulling for everybody still. Just shout out everybody, and then you see who's really developing, who's being trusted with more important segments and things like that. So it's like, yeah, man, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Everyone's conducting themselves properly. That's what I noticed. So, and then we had a nice little opening. What was their name? New Year's Eve and song Vampire, I think. It was alright. It was cool. Nice little throwback to the poppy vibe. It speaks to the era that we're in. It speaks to who's backstage. Um, at the performance center. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. I enjoyed that. Roxanne Perez, Kiana James. What was that little weapons match? The Devil's Playground match. Crazy. Kiana bumped her head, had a little scar or whatever. That's something that's definitely gonna keep her over as long as she's on NXT. So there goes that. Roxy looked good, man. Both of them was going crazy. They wasn't holding no punches back. So both of them are now solidified as far as that part of the women's division goes. I'm liking what I saw out of both of them. Nobody lost still. So for the most, like I said, what I was getting out of NXT. Wait, did something else happen toward the end of that match? Maybe I missed out on something. Not too sure. Let's see. Yeah, nah, man. It was just good stuff on both sides. So they both over with me. I'm putting them both officially in the 3.0 top five. You know what I mean? Like officially, the 3.0 era, Roxy and Kiana James are definitely right up there. So Lexus King, Dante Chin. All right, Lexus King, a lot of fanfare, a lot of hype with him coming in. I haven't seen him yet on my side, but I've heard a lot about him. Um, Dante Chin down in the Level Up program. He's popular, man. He's a popular face, and it's good to know that he went up in there with somebody that made sense. It was another one of those opportunities. Do I see him continuing to level up? I definitely see him there at Level Up for now. So we're gonna continue. You know what I mean, to see what builds with him. And wasn't he running with Boa, I believe? So, I definitely went back to that universe to see what was going on. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. So if Dante Chen and Boa stick around, then we might be able to get something going as far as, that Oriental, respectfully, that vibe, But okay, Kalani Jordan, Ariana Grace. Miss NXT lost. That's whack. But Kelani Jordan totally deserved the victory to move on to the next one. Not necessarily my dark horse on that side of the breakout tournament, but definitely one of my favorites from when we were going into it. I didn't even get to see the match. I'm upset about it now. So let's move on before I start spazzing too much and my phone overheat from all my goddamn